Okay, so I'm going to make what's called a hard starter, which you make from the barm, which is your live culture, and it's really a stiff dough. Actually, it's called a solid starter or hard starter, and in Italian it's called pasta madre, which is the mother dough, which is the stuff that you want to start with. So this is my culture, and I make this up about 500 grams of this typically, and I have a video of how to make that. So what I do is if there's any liquid on the top, I pour it off before I start doing this. And I found the easiest way to deal with this is to cut it with scissors as it comes out, because it's very viscous and there's a lot of gluten threads. So you weigh out 113 grams of this. So chop it like that, and so that's 40 grams. Chop it again, it's 80. $108, 114. It's done. So to that, you want to add 128 grams of, I use bread flour for this, so 0 the tail weight, and then go 65, 120, 129, close enough. So what I do is I mix this together as much as I can, and the idea is you can add a little bit of water towards the end, but you don't want to add too much because it's supposed to be a hard starter. So the way I do it, I got this spatula that I actually got free when I bought this, and I just start working it in. Just get it to absorb as much of the flour as possible. It sometimes gets a little bit stringy towards the end. And once I get it to a certain point where it looks kind of dry, it starts to look kind of dry. Take this off the spatula, and I start to use my hands a bit. And if it's quite dry, it doesn't really stick to your hands. So I keep mixing it in, trying to pick up the flour and squeezing it into the barm. And actually the word barm for the culture, it's an old English word, and the barm was when you were making beer, the barm was the yeast that floated to the surface and sat in bubbles, and they used to use that to make bread. They also fed it to the pigs, and the pigs would get drunk, and the expression, kind of Cockney expression, someone being barmy, was like they'd be falling all over the place, acting stupid. So that's where barm comes from. Okay, so you can see I've got it and there's quite a bit of flour left. So in the recipe it says add 2 to 4 tablespoons of water, and I use the kind of like Poland Springs water. I don't use the town water because it has chlorine in it, so I add that, and then I go back in with the spatula again and start mixing it. And once it starts to dry out again, anything that sticks to the bowl, I just scrape it up with the so I can go back in with my hands, start pushing it. Again, try and pick up all the dried flour, squish it. Picked up pretty much of all the dried flour. I think I'll add a tiny little bit more water, not much, maybe even half a teaspoonful. Do that. Kind of mix that in a bit. Nice. So as you can see, I've pretty much picked up everything that's in there. Smush it down. That's pretty much it. So I kind of like knead it a little bit just to, because there are certain dry areas. So I've got quite a dry ball of dough. In any dry areas, when you leave it to proof, it seems to like the moisture just seems to spread through. So I pat it down like a disc and I stick it in here. So then I put it in a plastic bag. And then I take a rubber band, something like that. So you can leave this at room temperature till it doubles in size. And the other thing, if you want, you can store it in the fridge and for a couple of days and then bring it out and let it rise. And then this will be the start of the bread dough, which you can make like two 600-gram loaves from. So slit it, so you can either leave it out or put it away and store it. So this is a hard starter. You can see how much I actually left it overnight. I think it went a little bit further than I intended, but it will be fine.